today, this week, everybody. And for our first beer of December, we are having the Land of Milk and Honey from 903 Brewers. 903 must be their area code. I clicked into them, and I'm trying to remember where they're out of. Sherman, Texas. Sherman. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Sherman, Texas. Like the Sherman tank. This beer's 8%. I did not know that when I grabbed it. I don't think I knew that when I grabbed it off the table. This says 6% on it. Somebody's lying. But anyways, the Land of Milk and Honey, it's a golden milk stout. I'm excited. Golden milk stout. Here is what Untappd has to say about this one. It is a honey stout brewed with roasted malt and lactose for smoothness. Local honey from Kraus Farms gives it a light crispness with just a touch of sweetness. All this goodness make in a land flowing with. It's probably all of this goodness made. Yeah, the can says made. Made in a land flowing with milk and honey. It pairs well with grilled meat, chili, and freedom. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've got any of those right now. But I have a cold beer and a glass. So that's all I need, right? Eric, I'm starting to think so. They're from Texas. Are we at all surprised? Recommended serving in a pint glass. I don't have a pint glass today. I have a can glass because I'm having a short can. Oh, it smells like a beer. It does actually smell like a stout. I'll give you that. And one very exciting thing that I know... I poured this a little too aggressively. We're going to have a lot of bubbles. Oh, the head's going to be dangerous today. Ooh. Amateur hour for me. I still got a little bit left. We're going to wait. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that one, Libby. Okay, we got a little more. Let's just try and get this out there. Oh boy. I might be flying too close to the sun here. Yo, speaking of, you know what movie I watched this weekend? I watched the last 45 minutes of. I watched Marvel's Eternals. Yeah. Haven't seen that movie since I saw it in theaters. Didn't need to see it again on TV. It's as weird and odd as I remember it. Anyways, here we have it. Let's the exciting thing that I was about to say that my family will breathe a sigh of relief of is I bought AAA batteries this weekend. So our light is finally bright and gorgeous again. Of course, on a beer like this, we're not going to see much anyways. But is Droid Cam even on? No. Hello? Hello? It's on the wrong IP. Hello? Activate. Supposed to buy batteries this weekend for my link frother. Your what? Your what now? Milk froth. Okay, that makes way more sense. Look at this ombre, by the way. Sorry, I moved my tripod over the weekend. I gotta get it back. Look at that ombre. Come on, focus. All right, it doesn't want to focus. But anyways, there's the beer. Doesn't it look nice? It looks really nice. All right. Let's get a photo. Then let's try it out. From 903 Brewing. 903 Brewers is what it is. I don't know why we can't focus on the text today. I don't know. Something looks weird. Either way, we got our photo. Let's give it a taste. To the first beer of December. Cheers, everybody. Wow, you know, it actually does smell like fresh honey. That that smells amazing. I'm very excited. Yes, Libby, it's probably the honey in it. Ooh. All right. If there's any way to describe that first sip I had, it would be that looks can be deceiving. Because this beer looks like it would be, well, it's a stout. It doesn't look like a stout. The top, I understand, does look like a stout, but look at this spread of colors on this glass here. Now my autofocus is up. Oh, I don't know how to turn it back either. Good enough. There's a lot of honey. A lot of honey. And it's a really like, I don't want to say, oh, it's a lot of honey and it's pretty milky, but like genuinely, that's probably what I would say. I can absolutely taste the alcohol. But it's kind of mixed with a really like the honey's really nice. Um, and it reminds me of eating the honey sticks that you'd get at like the farmer's market, because it's like it's better than just bottled like grocery store honey. Like I feel like I can actually tell that this is nice honey. Um so that it's very thick, like milky, like I said. Even though it's kind of see-through on the bottom, it's really milky. It's boozy. Um but I feel like it's not too much of any of those things. Like it's not oh, this is so sweet or whatever. It's weird because while you're drinking it, you think it's going to be really overbearing. At least I do. I'm imagining like I'm going to get hit with some kind of raw smokiness from it being a stout, is maybe where my mind thinks it's going to go. Or like I'm prepared for it to be, yeah, roasty, really dark, but it's not that. It a little bit like there's kind of that inkling of, yeah, it's still a stout. It's that roasty, you know, I can still get that after the fact. And it's very like bright at the beginning. It's very crisp, but the honey is just very very strong. Um and it's strong in a way that I really like it. It's not it's not too much, surprisingly, even though I feel like it's getting close to that. Like the honey is just, it's such a interesting thing because I think if the honey flavor wasn't there, I would notice how, okay, I say beers are syrupy all the time. I feel like this beer is, it's not syrupy, but it still is thick and it kind of lingers because of the honey instead. But it gives the same characteristic of something if it was like a thick, syrupy, dark beer, you know? But instead of it being a bad, oh, this is really sticking around for a long time, instead it's like, whoa, this is a really nice flavor because it's that honey. I like it. I like it. It's just so pleasant. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of shocked at how much that honey does. I don't know if I've had like obviously I've had like honey vice. I've had probably a few honey beers before, but not like a honey stout. And I feel like it's kind of the perfect missing element for a beer like a stout because it's like it's so pleasant and it kind of fixes like I love stouts anyways, but it kind of fixes what I think is wrong with stouts sometimes. Is that you have that really kind of gross, bitter, thick, sticks to your tongue flavor. And I think when it's honey instead of like chocolate syrup, it's okay. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking, like, yes, chocolate syrup's great, but to have that kind of like syrup sometimes as a flavor is just a little like, you don't want that. Whereas like honey is like a spoonful of honey that you like just, lick. I feel like it's such a good, like, you want that flavor to linger. You want it to like melt on your tongue and last as long as possible. And I feel like that's such a perfect thing to add to a beer because, like, yeah, you want that flavor to last as long as possible. You want to enjoy it as long as you can. And I feel like that's what this beer is doing is it's making you enjoy it as long as you can. And I'm very impressed. It's not as boozy as I think it initially was. I'm curious though if it's actually 8% or if it's 6% like the can. It's probably the can. Maybe they've changed it. It does say that this beer is no longer being produced. So this is a rare beer. Also, there's just over 9,000 ratings of this. Average is 3.6. Yeah, I mean it's really easy to drink. The honey just rounds out this flavor so well. Is it strong? Yeah. But it's not like overpoweringly strong. It's not unbearably, holy crap, this beer is strong. Last week's was like an 8%, and that one felt strong. This one, I don't know, it feels like a stout to me. Let's get to our review. I think I know what I want to say. We're just checking to make sure you have the most up-to-date email address. Nope, that's right. That's correct. The land of milk and honey. Oh, there's a 2024 variant of it. Is that what I have? This one says 6%. I have a feeling that's the one I have. The 8% one's no longer in production. So what you're seeing on the screen is a little incorrect. The variant only has 264 check-ins. I mean, it's still very small. But let's check it in. All right. Um would it pair well with grilled meat or chili? See, that's the thing that I don't know. I was stuck on that one for a little bit, and I'm glad you bring it up, Mom. It's like I don't know if I necessarily agree that I want something very honey and sweet flavored to go with like a steak. or chili. Now, I do put cinnamon in my chili, and that is a very Texas thing to do, is to put cinnamon in chili. But I don't know. I don't know if I would agree that this would go well with grilled meat or chili. Does it pair with freedom? I don't know. Sure, I guess. Maybe. Maybe. When I have a beer this sweet, I feel like it doesn't really go with much food at all. It's more like an after dinner beer. Rachel, what's going on? Let's get hammered. No. We figured out, Rachel, we're having the 6% one of this beer, not the 8% beer. So we're not going to get hammered tonight. I don't know, Libby. Probably just chili. All right, let me finish this check-in. Rachel, I hope you're doing well. You should join our Minecraft server. If you saw in the Discord, it's back open. I'm very excited. It makes but not All right, I'm at my character count. No, Rachel. Here's the thing. You don't need to. You don't need to. Sorry, I got to catch up on chat first. What's the name of the review site I use again? It is called Untappd. 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 And if you want, you can toast my check-ins on there. I post them all on the Brews Reviews channel on YouTube. Can we make it 25%? I don't know if that's beer anymore, like Eric said. Yes, Rachel, you don't need to sub right now because this server that we've got going on is 100% free. You don't need to sub to play on it. We're just doing a test run. When the next Minecraft release comes out, we're going to be opening up a new, we're going to start up the server fully. But right now it's just, hey, come play. I want to test stuff out. I'm hosting the server myself. So come play. We'd love to have you. All the information's in the Discord. You'll see it in the general chat. So, I mean, obviously, if you have a Prime sub for me, I won't say no. But it's not a requirement to play on the server. Currently talking about retaining a private investigator. Whoa! Dope. It's kind of dope. All right. Everyone, here's what I have to say about the land of milk and honey. I said, wow. Honey is such a fantastic additive to a stout that I never realized. It makes the beer stick to your tongue, but not in an overbearing way. Instead, it's a pleasant sweetness that I don't want to end. The start has great roasty flavors as well. So yummy. I'm going to give this one, I think, a 4.25. 4.25. I was torn between that and like a 4.5. I think 4.25. It's pretty good. It's very unique. We'll try it again and see. I don't know if I know who that is, Rachel, that we're talking about. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4.25. 4.25. Had it in a can. And my flavor profile is honey, sweet, mouthfeel. This is a great one for mouthfeel because it does kind of stick to your tongue, but in a really good way. Rich, and I'm also going to say roasty. Let's check it in. All right, no. We're close. We're close to dropping, but we're not dropping yet. There you have it. Beer 639. Come on, camera.
There we go.